All right. Welcome to the Creation to Cash Flow podcast. On this podcast, we discuss strategies to maximize your creativity and help you achieve financial freedom. I want to start adding something to that where we mention mindset because we're a mindset podcast for creators and entrepreneurs. This is our 88th episode. It might be time to refresh that opening sentence a little bit. Either way, let's get right in. Actually, before we get right into it, we have a great episode for you guys. It's that time of year where you and people are making a lot of investments in gifts, in things for themselves. But before we get into that, how's it going, Michelle?
I was like, wow, Nick, this is the first episode you have not asked me the general, how's it going? And me saying, it's great.
Amazing. How is Rosalinda, our sourdough starter that we split?
She's been doing good. She grows so much every day now. So I'm like ready to start baking with her for another trial. I still have not nailed it down, but you know what? The fun part about all of that is that I'm not expecting to be perfect on the first try. I know it's gonna take me hours. Literally, I've done 4 tries, and I spend at least, like, 6 hours just, like, having a timer, stopping what I'm doing. Like, it's, like, a very tedious thing. I've appreciated bread so much more now. So she's ready to have another trial, but I'm also really enjoying that whole, like, this I'm a beginner, I'm new, this is fun, and I just wanna make my own bread. So, how's your Rosalinda doing?
Pretty good. It's been chaotic with her for sure. I will not lie about that, but I've changed up her diet a little bit. She eats rye flour now instead of bread flour. I think it's going better. I'm expecting her to start rising more predictably so I can also make bread, but I've done a lot of good things with the discard. I've made like tortillas and things like that.
How cold is she? Because she needs to be more in a warmer environment. I got one of those lids. Honestly, I think I told you I got it from Dollar Tree, but it kind of has every time I open the lid, it has a little perspiration on it. Like it's almost like humid, and that's helping her thrive. So I know it's really cold in New Jersey right now. So you might need to have her in like a dark environment, like bundled up, because that might be preventing her from rising.
You might be onto something there.
You can even add it into the oven, just make sure no one turns it on. Have her just in that dark environment, turn the light on in the oven, keep it on. It'll keep her warm, almost like a little egg that's being incubated. Incubated?
Yeah, you nailed it. Okay, cool. I will give this a try. That is everyone's Rosalinda update. Shall we get into our episode now?
Let's do it.
We're going to talk about today some investments that you should be making in yourself, how to invest in yourself, all sorts of tips around that because right now is the season of giving. We're recording this on December 4th and you can invest your money in anything you want this time of year and if you're in a place where you have the funds and you're getting other people gifts and you're trying to tell them what to get you and you don't know what to get, we have some recommendations because you could buy stuff, right? You could always buy stuff for people and materialistic things, but if you're not where you want to be in life quite yet, or you're there but you want to get there faster, or you just have big goals and you want more for yourself, investing in yourself is the best thing you can do. And this is what I spend almost all of my money on is I make investments in myself. Um, so Michelle, where do we even begin? I feel like we have so much to talk about here. I don't even know where to start.
Okay, wait. I can't believe you said something that made me want to say this because I've posted about this years ago, but no one saw it, and I talk to people about it all the time. But I want everyone listening, this is a free app you can download. It's called Giftful, Giftful. It's a green logo with a G. You guys need to download this app. Me and my family and my friends have this app. And what you can do, and the reason I'm telling you this, I'll tell you in a second how you can make money. But what you do is you add in gifts that you want people to get you, add it throughout the year. And then that way you're getting exactly what you want. People don't have to guess about what to get you. You don't get a lot of random stuff. You add your little items into Giftful. The cool thing is, if you're an Amazon affiliate, you can add in your Amazon affiliate link. So, like, copy your associate's link, add that to the Giftful. So, if somebody clicks on it and buys you a gift, you're also not only getting the gift, you're getting commission off the gift. Just make sure you go into your account settings and add that into the website so you get whatever. But all that to say, Nick, this is so important that we're talking about this because this app, we've had it, me and my family have had it for many years. And every birthday, random celebration, everyone knows exactly what to get everyone else. And you can have different priced items on there. And I have so many different lists. Mine's public. You can find Michelle Henderson. You it's free. Like there's no incentive of me telling you this other than I want people to have less junk and get more of what they want because why would you not want to make it easier on someone else, but also just get exactly what you want?
That's such a good idea. Also, you're right. It is easy to find your list of gifts and things that you wanted because I had someone on the team dig it up when I was trying to figure out what gifts to get you for your birthday because Michelle's birthday just passed. Oh, we could have done an episode on that about like birthdays and aging and things. Maybe we do that next week.
Didn't we do that last year?
We might have.
We should do another one. I'm pretty sure you did that last year. We did it for my last birthday a year ago. Wow, time flies.
We'll do it. This is our 88th week of doing this, so it makes sense. Um, but yes, we were able to dig up some things that you wanted, and after seeing it, I decided nothing would be better than a surfboard
Agreed.
because I wanted to get you something you weren't expecting. But anyway, very much love that idea and the Giftful app. Let's peel this back another layer because interestingly enough, I make so many investments in myself throughout the year that I don't buy stuff that I need. So for like when it's Christmas and people are like, "What do you need?" I'm like, get me some fucking socks. All my socks have holes in them. All my white shirts are covered in fish blood. Like I need the basics. But most people are the opposite. And I recommend this time of year, have people get you things that are going to give you a good experience or make you a better person or get you closer to where you want to be in life because you don't have to wear your socks until they have holes in them like I might, and then wear them long after. But truly, like we are trying to help you guys achieve your dream life, and I will never ever regret a dollar that I've spent that I poured into myself, whether that's getting a massage,
Yes.
a mentor, a course. It's crazy how many people on the internet shit on courses these days. I hate that stigma. I don't sell any courses right now, but I have bought well over $50,000 worth of online courses and trainings and things. That's the stuff that has gotten me to a place where we have a podcast that people love to listen to. I have social media followers that look up to me. I'm able to coach other people on how to become the best version of their self. It's from making investments in knowledge and in experiences that make me a better person.
Yeah, and it's sometimes those things that you wouldn't get for yourself that it's like the hardest thing to get. So I've had books on my giftful in the past where I asked like please get me these books because I wanted to invest in myself. And so there are things on my giftful like a walking pad. My mom and my mother-in-law both have a walking pad on their giftful. My mom just bought herself one yesterday. She was like 2025 is going to be the best year ever. She's like I got a standing desk and a walking pad and I was like you go, girl. I will not be buying you one then because you already got it for yourself. So mark that as claimed, you know? So these things, like, I think it's just timely because we want you guys to be able to share this with your loved ones, like exactly what you want. And so it could be a gift, it could be a gift card. You can add that link to the giftful. It could be anything to invest in you.
Michelle, what are some investments this year that you have made in yourself?
Okay, does that count with like business? Does business count?
Sure, absolutely.
I mean, massage. I started getting those again. So necessary. I have to get them. Like, I'm on a computer or a phone or filming in an awkward angle every day. Massages, meal plans that get directly sent to me so I don't have to spend time cooking, cleaning, shopping. A housekeeper so I don't have to spend time cleaning all the time, even though I do still just clean all the time. Um, a good safe car so I feel safe driving around and it's just easier to have an EV here because I don't ever pay for gas or charging. It's just free. Always books. So many books, so many different softwares to make business faster and easier, assistants to help me with things that they can take off my plate so I could do more of what I love, which is filming content. And I mean, just like skincare stuff, making sure I'm taking care of my skin, acting classes. I'm in class right now. I'm in basically a full-time school right now for acting. And it's costly and time consuming, but I love it. And it's an investment in myself because I believe in myself. I believe that my dream of being able to share a story that a writer had, and that art of using your body to tell a story is so beautiful to me. And like, I could easily be like, ah, nah, I passed that. Oh, it's never gonna happen. But I will not do that to myself. I know it's possible. That dream is in my heart for a reason. I didn't make it up. So I'm like, I'm investing in myself and I'm learning, and I don't know where it's gonna go. That's not up to me. It's up to me to invest and put in the work. And that's all that I'm in control of. So that's another one. I could go on, but I don't want to just be the one talking. What about you, Nick?
No, those are so good. Before we talk about me, I want to unpack a lot of these books. Oh my god. Buy this is a Robin Sharma quote. We love Robin Sharma. He is our favorite author, but I do this. I've been doing this for years, and to hear him say it validates it even more for me. Buy books, buy so many books, buy more books than you know you can read in a timely fashion, and just have them because they will be there waiting for you when the opportunity is needed. I bought The Dichotomy of Leadership by Jocko Willink probably a year and a half ago. But like right now, like all of the signs in my life were like, Nick, you are right now, you are leading a team of like 20 people. Open up the book. It's time. It's time to read it. And I've been reading it. And Michelle, it is chilling how applicable it is right now and how many things that I am going to share with our team that will get every single person to make more money, have more impact on their team members. Buy books, buy so many books. Your acting classes. I love this. Go ahead. You look like you had something
No,
there.
no, what? What are you gonna say about it? You kind of saw when you were staying with me for a few weeks, you saw some of the work before. Now we're in scenes, we're actually doing like plays right now, but you saw like all the work that went into just one class.
It's no fucking joke. Oh my god. I mean, I knew you were doing these classes, but like living with you for 2 weeks, I see it at a different level cuz I see you all the time. We spend a lot of hours of the week together. Um so knowing that that's happening in the background is crazy. Michelle spends a lot of time in her acting classes, preparing for them, thinking about them, prepping for them. It's crazy. And it very much reminds me of when I was doing my yoga teacher training. It was just a calling. I think yours is a bigger calling and is something that is going to lead into a phase of your life. While maybe my yoga teacher training was not as deep, but it was expensive. It was four, maybe $5,000 to do a 200-hour yoga teacher training program. This was 2 years ago that I did it. It was on top of everything else I was doing. I was full-time civil engineer, 200-hour yoga teacher training program that's spread across 4 months. So it's 50 hours per month. I was working at Brands Meet Creators pretty much full time. And I was building my own business pretty much full time. I was working 38 hours a day, I think. It felt like it, at least.
I just
It
did that
definitely
math and I
felt
was like,
like it.
wait.
Yeah, that's more hours than there are in a day. It felt like I was working that much for sure. But like yoga teacher training, that was an investment in me. I don't think I've gotten a positive financial return from that, but my public speaking skills, my flexibility, my appreciation for yoga, my ability to command a room full of people, the skills I have to calm myself down, to calm others down, to help others visualize things. I got really good at all of those things. It was an investment in me. Not every investment you make needs to be like, oh, if I put $5,000 in, how much am I going to get out? What if instead of how much am I going to get out, you start thinking of who am I going to be after I make this investment in myself? And your acting classes are probably doing so much of that, regardless of whether you end up starring in a TV show or a movie, or making millions of dollars from it, or kind of like my yoga teacher training, it ends up being something that makes you a lot of money, but makes you a better person. Like there's so many potential benefits when you make those investments in yourself.
Yeah, I can already tell I'm so much better at just like talking to people, my personal growth. I will always invest in my personal growth because that will bleed out into every single area of my life that will eventually generate money. I don't need a direct return on something in order for me to justify that it's worth the investment, I see things as, is this going to help me grow and make me better? Yes, that's priceless to me. That's growth. That's being alive. That's being able to have the lungs we have and the daily times that we wake up. Like every day we get to wake up and be something better than we were yesterday. That's just so beautiful. And I will always invest in that. Also, I do want to say at the Brands Meet Creators Retreat, whenever you were able to do the yoga, that was honestly to me, I'm like, that was worth it. You touched so many souls that day. And had you not done all that training, you wouldn't have probably been able to do that.
I think everyone cried.
They did. That's I was gonna say that, but I was like, I'll leave that out. But yes, you're right. Everyone did cry. We have photo proof of that.
Yeah, I love having the ability to truly like touch someone's soul because like what I learned from my yoga teacher training was like how to use your breath and your body to get people in a very open and vulnerable mental state. And that's when you can really make lasting change and impact on people. And it got me very good at doing this on the spot, like with very little preparation. Like it got to the point where I just was like, I don't even prepare for my classes anymore. I just show up and figure it out. I'm standing in front of a room full of people and I essentially have to put on a show where I'm explaining a movement that we have to do. I'm doing the movement. I'm correcting other people who are slightly off in the movement. I'm telling them how to breathe. I'm breathing myself. And I also have to remember everything we did so we could do it on the other side. So I learned so much, and then making it all flow together too. It's very difficult actually to be a yoga teacher. I'm not even actively teaching yoga classes right now, but it plays in everything I do every day. Interestingly enough.
Yeah, and I think you were always like naturally talented and gifted at a lot of the aspects that a yoga teacher really needs of skills. But the fact that you put down your ego and you were like, this isn't weird. This is actually something I want to do. I'm going to do it. I don't know if it's going to, like, you weren't trying to open a big yoga studio and be like a guru. You were like, no, this is a little thing in my heart. And I have time. I'm alive. I'm young. I'm healthy, not even just young. It's just like I'm healthy, I'm capable, so like why not do it now? If it's in my heart, why not do it? And you did. And I think that even just to be able to say you did that was also just worth it because you get to share this with everyone else. And it's one of those things where it's like you don't need to know what seeds are being planted in you when you invest in yourself with something like that.
And it was humbling. I'm sure you felt this way like when you started your acting school, but like
Yeah.
first day of school vibes, it's scary. It is very much scary. And I was the only guy in this training. So I was very much out of my comfort zone. And it was just, I grew so much from it. Um, One thing I want to roll into now, because I'm sure some people listening might be starting to think like, well, Nick and Michelle, it's easy for you to say, like, make these investments. These are expensive. You guys might have more money than I do. So let's talk about how you can make these investments regardless of how much money you have. For me, starts with the self-care. I used to invest in myself and in self-care like I already was as wealthy as I was trying to be. And I invested in knowledge like I was already as wealthy as I wanted to be. And I lived and currently still live far below my means. Like I don't spend money on anything. The holes in my socks thing is very sadly not a joke. I truly it's real. And I am not lying when I say a lot of my white shirts have dark red fish blood on them, and I wear them still. And I'm not saying you have to do that, but I by doing things like that, always I was able to invest in a massage and invest in going to take a yoga class and things that get my mind and my body primed to be the person I want to be. I did not get sucked into the trap of I'll do those things when I'm wealthier. Oh, once I hit this milestone, then I'll have the money to do that. I was like, no, let me cut out all the bullshit spending. Let me stop buying weed and alcohol. Let me stop going out to eat at places that I really shouldn't be going out to eat at. And let me start cooking at home, so that I can get that massage, take that yoga class, afford to buy this course that's $1,000, and it just compounded from there.
Yeah, I know people see, like, where we're at right now, but I just wanna remind people, especially if you haven't heard any of the other episodes, I used to have no money, like barely any money, and I still have those habits of living below my means, like, I don't buy clothes a lot. I still have, I mean, Nick, I have socks with holes in them. Like, I'm not at the place where I'm like, "Okay, this is done with, let me buy a new set." Like, I have to wait until, like, there's just no more matching ones, and then maybe I have, like, 4 for me to actually buy more. So I still, like, have those habits, and I think it's healthy. And I, too, don't spend a lot of money on food because to me, I'm like, I'm gonna eat this and then it's gonna come out of me. And then what? Unless it was a really good experience and I'm doing it as like a special occasion with some friends, what was the point of that? I could have spent that on a course, but there's also so many free courses. Like I learned website design from YouTube. I learned how to do Google ads and Facebook ads from Google and Facebook who have free courses online. I learned by researching. I didn't have a lot of money, but I had time. I mean, I made time. I did not have time. I was working a full-time job, but after work, I would spend my time because I was like, you either have time or money. And I was like, which one can I give up right now? I can give up my free time. So I stopped watching TV, definitely was not purchasing alcohol or anything like that. I would like be very meticulous about everything, every single cent we spent money on. And those habits, I'm so grateful that I still have them. And I know I pay a hell of a lot in rent right now, like a lot, but I saw this as an investment and I was like, this is either going to be really good or really bad. And we don't know yet. Amazon kind of changed their commission structure. So I'm like, I don't know what's going on. But at the end of the day, I'm like, I'm grateful I went for it. But also, that was an investment in me proving to myself I'm capable. I can do this. I had this dream and I'm going to pursue it. I don't know what's going to happen, but I'm going to do it. So it's like, when you're starting out, be very frugal. Try to take care of yourself. And the reason Nick is saying that is because a lot of us purchase things because we're emotionally doing it. We eat things because we're trying to have an emotional feeling. We go shopping because it's a dopamine hit, right? So it's like if you're taking care of your mental health and your body, you're gonna be less. What is that word when you make a purchase really fast?
Buyer's remorse?
No, no, no. That's when you regret it. This is more so like people make these like fast purchases. They don't think about it because they just want a dopamine hit. They just want a new coat. They want new shoes. They want this food.
Oh, an impulse buy.
Yes, thank you. That. There's so many impulse buys, and people are like, well, I don't have the money. But if I look at their spending, I'm like, wait, but you're spending so much money on this, this, and this. And they're like, well, I needed that. Like, I was like having a stressful day, or like, I needed to treat myself. And I'm like, wait, so why do you feel that? Let's get to the root of this because there's other ways to take care of yourself besides impulse buy, you know? So it's almost like you have to go back to the basics, and you could do this all for free. You can do meditation for free. There's so many YouTube things. Like YouTube University is real and it's amazing, and TikTok University, like so many free things out there where you can begin and then you can start to invest in these other things later on whenever you realize you have now more money than time. So you're like, I want to buy my time back. Here's some money. I'm going to pay you for this service. Please help me get some time back.
And even little things have become some things have become more affordable, even though the economy might feel like a pile of hot garbage right now. Some things have become more affordable just because there's more entrepreneurs out there trying to make a living. Like I've noticed that it's become cheaper to outsource doing laundry or hiring a cleaner. And those are things that buy back a lot of time. So if someone were to stop spending, even you stop going twice per month to restaurants, and now you hire a cleaning service that comes twice per week, and all of a sudden, think about how much more time you have unlocked to now spend at YouTube University, which is free. And so that you can become that person you want to be. Because if you're listening to this, one, it's because you want to grow as a person, and two, it's because you know that that never stops. Like there is no end goal of just like I reached it, like I've maxed out all my skills. It doesn't work like that, which is why Michelle and I are making so many investments in ourselves always, and you eventually will end up with the capacity to make bigger investments, like hiring a mindset coach that's $10,000 per month. Like that might sound ridiculous to someone right now, but It starts off with the massage because your back hurts from sitting in a chair all day watching the YouTube videos you needed to watch, and like finding the balance of all of that. I used to have my clients that I would work with privately, I would have them track and go back and backlog all of their monthly spending on everything. And I would audit it. And I'd be like, okay, you're going to stop buying this. And now we've just unlocked a $250 budget per month. And maybe that's all you got. I need you to get a massage with that. And then the rest of it, fitness, workout, or meditation classes. And I need you to spend that. And if you don't spend that $250, you got to send it to me. And all of a sudden people are like, okay, all right, I get it. I'll spend it. So sometimes that accountability system is needed, and you got to put it all on paper to see how bad it is. Like you could listen to us and be like, yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna get that massage. But then when it comes time to book it, and you're like, I don't know if I have money for that. Don't skip the step of going and backlogging all of your purchases and to figure out exactly where you've been wasting the money that you can recoup to make the investment in yourself.
Yeah, and also look around your home. What do you have that you can sell? What do you have that you can get a little bit extra cash? I used to post, it's so funny. And honestly, I'm so happy I did all this and that I have like digital proof. I used to, because we really needed money, right? I used to go through my closet and back in the day in college, I would go to like Plato's Closet. They would like buy back clothes. But then I just started posting things on my Instagram story and I'd be like, oh, this is $1. This is $3. Like I was literally posting things for $1. Like what? That to me, I'm like, what? That's so crazy to think about. But to me, $1 was a lot. So finding $250 to me, I'm like, that would have been so life changing for me. But even though I didn't have that much extra money coming in, I figured out a way. And that's the thing, too. It's like if you believe you are capable of doing what you want and having the money you want, you would find the time, you would find the way. But I think a lot of people just don't believe that they can do X, Y, and Z or have X, Y, and Z. And I think that's where that self care comes in, where that you need the mindset things. You need to detox from things that are going in your head that aren't aligning with positivity, confidence, empowerment, abundance. That stuff that you're probably consuming if you're not already in that mindset of abundance probably feels good. Listening to true crime feels good, especially when I'm stressed. I don't know why, it's weird. But is that helping me in life? Absolutely not. Like me personally, no. And it's like I have to like put that down and it feels very hard at first, but then you're like, "Oh, this was actually not benefiting me at all. This was just kind of like taking me away from a mindset shift and a detox." So you have to assess those things too.
We've uncovered that Michelle's addicted to true crime, and it's eating away at her dream life.
I think I've talked about that quite a few times on this podcast.
Yes, you have. You have. Another thing I like to do is invest in getting into circles of people that I want to be more like.
Yes.
Ever since I was like 21, I have invested in, I mean, I also love to golf, so this works out, but I have always invested in country club memberships, not just because I like to golf. There are public courses in New Jersey has tons of golf courses, beautiful ones. So I'm very blessed. I could play golf wherever I want. But when I get myself in that circle, like at like a country club, and there's an investment required, and I get to know the staff there and the other people that golf there, I make valuable connections left and right doing something I love because I decided to spend a little bit more and put myself in that circle of people. Like I might meet one person there that forever changes my life with a business idea or a business tip because there's a lot of entrepreneurs that like to golf. So put yourself in those circles of people. There's a lot more services like this coming out. There's one in LA. I don't remember what it's called, but it's essentially for like owners and founders of businesses to like get together and like play basketball. And like there are circles like that that exist, and some of them that don't even require any buy-in, but just start getting yourself in those circles of people. And if you can't afford that, books, Books. Everything comes back to books. Where do we go next, Michelle? Maybe
Should we end with some investments, like things people can specifically ask for, or like just share that they want, or like things that they might not realize that they need?
what comes to mind first for you? I have some
Walking
ideas.
pad, under desk treadmill. 100%, that will always be what I contribute to my success today. I cannot explain it. I do not think I would be in shape right now, because even when I was gone for 5 days in Nashville, I was like, I feel the difference. Not only mentally, because I can't focus without walking, but also physically, I felt so different. And I still use my exercise bands every day, but I was like, I need to walk. I just need to walk. So it's like that is probably the number one thing if you don't already have one and you're not using it, either like a walking treadmill or one of those, like people have those stair stepper things that also works, a vibration plate, anything that is getting you physically moving daily without an excuse, because it is literally in your home. You need that. Like, you have to have it.
That's a really good one. I've got two. I've got two like must do, must get things. One, only because I just remembered it. And you were saying like detoxing from the things that are getting in the way. I got to give my reminder to people to move your phone charger away from your bed. Oh my God. Please promise me, to our listeners, like the only things I want you to do, our listeners, is like rate the show. We have a lot of listeners and a lot of love you guys have been giving us, but we don't have nearly as many 5-star ratings as you guys claim to enjoy the show as much as you do. So all I ask, go give us that 5-star rating and make sure you're subscribed and move your phone charger away from your bed. Literally just cut off the trigger right there and you will unlock so much time and energy. But the must make Christmas time investment that I recommend is a book. I think it's perfect for this time of year, called Living with a Seal. And it's a Jesse Itzler book. Some people say Jesse Itzler. I think it's Jesse Itzler, but anyway, where he has David Goggins come live with him for 30 days and essentially just like turn him into a disciplined athlete. It's hilarious. It's an easy read. You can find it in my storefront. And you could definitely find some great walking pads in Michelle's storefront. We have all these things linked below. But I highly recommend this book because leading into this new year, like you don't want to be one of those people that January 1st like decides you're going to make all these changes. Start now. Start everything now. Go into the year with momentum so that you're not one of those people that by January 18th you're no longer doing the thing you said you would. And that book is just a hilarious way to harden yourself mentally, because mental toughness is needed to stop buying the shit you don't need and start making those investments in yourself and start like really sitting down and looking at your spending and making a budget. Like we all have time to do this if you get off your phone, but it requires a lot of mental toughness. And this book is like a $15 way to, in an entertaining fashion, build mental toughness. Have you ever read it?
No, I haven't read it. Adds to list to send Michelle. Another really amazing thing I recommend you could put on your giftful, along with the link from Nick's storefront, the book, is, don't underestimate this, organizing bins. And I say that because I have these organizing bins. They're on my storefront too, but y'all can just find ones you want. I have these gray heavy duty organizing bins with a lid. They're all labeled. I have them in my kitchen, in my linen closet, in my bathroom. I just ordered more for Black Friday to go under my console. The mental sanity, clarity, peacefulness, understanding, and the just the little effort that it takes me to find things I need because they're in a proper storage bin and they're not cluttering any space. I cannot describe. It's like one of those other things, not just a treadmill, but it's like organizing bins, like big organizing bins that put things where they go. It clears my brain up so much. Like, I'm looking around. I told Nick earlier, I have like 20 something packages sitting around me right now, needing to be unboxed and filmed this week. It's like UGC collabs, all these things. And I am just so excited to put them in organizing bins or to just like organize, because the feeling I have inside me, it takes me so much effort to be able to focus, to be able to like think clearly. And that prevents me from growing and learning and investing in myself. And I feel stressed subconsciously when there's shit everywhere. So it's like organizing bins, like to just put some on your list. So many people will not buy themselves organizing bins. And I have more, but let's go back and forth. What's another one?
Okay, well, I'm buying those organizing bins right after this because I have accumulated a little bit of stuff lately just because I spend so much on like supplements. I have a lot of supplements kind of sitting around. I got to get organized, and you're right, organization is worth investing in because the it's not so much for me that it brings me mental clarity, but it's more like the mental clutter that comes with actual clutter. Like it frees me up from that. Um, oh my goodness, I love the feeling of just being in a room that's organized. Like you can work, and there are people. I've done this before. It's kind of human nature that sometimes people procrastinate by leaving themselves a mess to clean so that they can't just sit down and get work done. They have to clean first. And, cleaning can be kind of therapeutic while getting on YouTube and learning a new skill is hard. So sometimes people do this on purpose and don't even realize it. And I don't want you guys to be those people.
Yeah, I totally agree. So, yes. What's another thing you would recommend, Nick?
This is fun. We should go back and forth on this for like 5 more hours. Another thing I recommend, blue light blocking glasses. Ooh, this is a great one. If you go down below on my TikTok, you can see the ones I recommend. I paid $120 for them on the TikTok shop. They're like $35 right now. You just got to go back. It was probably 5 or 10 videos ago because I don't post that much these days. They are such a hack because it's very hard to get the screen time down, even if you move the phone charger away from your bed. But save your eyes or just set yourself up to be able to be on a screen late at night. Like lately, I've been doing a little bit more late night work, which late night to me is 9:45 p.m. But I usually don't work that late. But I'll put on my blue light glasses when I'm feeling inspired, which has been a lot lately, and I'll get some work done late at night, but it doesn't mess up my circadian rhythm or my sleep schedule, and that is a fantastic and beautiful thing. So that's my next one is blue light blocking glasses.
That is a brilliant invention. I'm going to go get those from your TikTok shop now because I need those right now. I know I said I was going to do it the other day and I did not. So now I'm going to. Okay, so another thing, and this is so silly again. Okay, guys, hear me out. Put this on your giftful. Get yourself a trash can that is fitting for your home. And I say that because I was at my in laws this past week and their trash can, they say they take it out like 2 to 3 times a day because it was like a smaller one, but they really needed the one I have where it's like two sides. That way, if you have people, trash, just even two people in the household, you need a big enough trash can because the mental, like, no one likes taking out the trash. It's trash. It smells. It's annoying. You got to pull the bag out. The less times you have to do that, it's going to make a tiny difference. But my mother in law bought the trash can I have, and then she's now like, this is crazy. Why would I not have spent money on this before? Like, I get it's a trash can. No one wants to buy them. Like, it's a trash can. Why are trash cans so expensive? You literally put trash inside of them. But it's one of those things where it's like, are you constantly having to take out the trash? Are you constantly asking someone to do it? Are you constantly seeing it overflowing and ignoring it? Those things hurt your soul. Well, they hurt my soul at least. So, like, add a freaking trash can on your gift full. You can add anything you want, but that's one thing that I've seen recently where I'm like, oh no, this actually makes a bigger difference than I would think it does.
That's a really good one. That's one that like you end up saving a lot of time and mental clarity. Again, kind of like the organizing bins, which is it's this is a nice theme to your picks that you're choosing. My next one that I will recommend that everyone gets because it is that season. Start taking the like dehydrated liver supplements that you have probably seen everywhere. There's another one that I should probably say, hear me out. The amount of extra energy and immunity boost that it gives you is absolutely insane. Like I'm talking about like desiccated beef liver, like the liver, the organ from cows. It's so good for you. It is the most nutrient dense food on the planet. Most people don't know that. It's disgusting to eat though. but you can get it freeze dried in capsules. Also on my storefront, I use the Ancestral Supplements brand. They're like no antibiotics given to these cows, grass fed, grass finished. I will never, ever, ever stop taking these in my entire life. My girlfriend has been sick all week. Doesn't matter. I'm not going to get sick. No chance. Don't have time. And I take my liver every day. So I don't get sick around sick people. I have more energy than I ever have. And I mean, your liver detoxes your body. It is responsible for pulling toxins out of your body. So giving giving it the nutrients that it needs is a fantastic decision. You will be happier and healthier. You'll be able to work more. You'll be able to help more people, and life gets better. Back to you, Michelle. Your turn.
Yeah, I'll second that. I like my liver too. I use the Heart and Soil brand, and they have some that are even like for her. Like they have ones that are like women specific as well, just to throw that out there. Definitely recommend. Nick is not crazy. I even stand behind these supplements. Man, okay, I don't know. I had like 20 in my head earlier, but I feel like I'm running out because those are the most simple ones. But it's just one of those things where it's like, what is a problem for you? You might not realize it's a problem, but like, I would say to everyone, look around. What is preventing you from achieving your goals? What is preventing you from feeling confident even? I don't know, there's so many things that I do that are so small that I forget that I do, but have made such a huge difference in my life. Like I do my own Gel-X nails at home. I wear heatless curls every night, so I wake up and I take it out and it's like this is my hair and I'm like, "Cool, I wake up like this. I just have to take out the rod." And it's like little things that I'm like, "These help me save time. These make me feel good. These make my unboxing videos look better, like my nails." So, like, what is an issue in your personal life? Maybe not even an issue, but just something where you're like, I could elevate this just a little bit more than it is right now. And start finding things that solve a problem you might have. And it will literally make such a big difference. It's so fun. But like, you compile these things together, you're gonna feel so much better. And these are things you probably would not go get yourself because you're like, I don't need it. But if somebody's gonna get you a gift anyway for the holidays or whatever, might as well tell them things that you want, you know?
Yeah, there's so many life optimizations you can make. Go on our storefronts because I'm kind of forgetting how many. Like a lot of these things are just ingrained in me. I don't even remember like that there was a time where I didn't do these things. Oh, I got one more. Nose strips. The nose strips that you put on at night that open up your nose. I've seen a million people on the internet talk about like I started doing this and now I wake up feeling so much better. No, you fucking don't. I know you don't. I know you're just trying to get people to buy new things. I mean, some things work. I get it. But the science behind breathing through your nose versus through your mouth, this is clinically proven that you will sleep better. And all nose strips do is allow you to bring in more air and exhale more air quicker and faster. You wake up feeling like $1 million. I kid you not. I am so obsessed with these nose strips. I have bought them or put them on all sorts of different people. Like I will be like, wait, I'm gonna put these two stickers on you. Put this on. Just talk to me in the morning. Let me know how you feel in the morning. When I did a call with Mike before, like he was wearing the one that I gave him. So I promise you guys these things work. I have a link in my bio on Instagram where you can get a pretty fat discount. These are the perfect gift. I have not worked with a brand in so long, but I had to reach out to these people and be like, I need a discount code for my people because this product is crazy good. It gets me very excited.
Yeah, I honestly I thought of that as an option, but I was like, I don't use them, so I'm gonna let Nick say that one, and then I forgot about it. I think I need to get that for Evan though. I think that that would be super helpful. I do still want to try it myself. I do like the magnesium feet spray though, the sleepy feet. That really helps me sleep at night, just saying.
I use both every night.
Yeah, you can always breathe better too. I feel like There's no wrong answer, but these are just little ideas. I'm sure there are like so many more. Like Nick said, go to his storefront, go to my storefront. Look at the things we have on there because those are, to me, things that solve problems for me, make my life better. If I'm making a post, it's only because I want to share what I love with different people, not because I want to get anything from it, but I'm like, guys, I love this. I just want to share it with you. And it's amazing we live in a day and age where I can get commission from that, but I don't do it for the commission. And it sometimes doesn't even give me commission. I just genuinely love it. And Nick is the same. He's not going to do a brand deal, especially him. Not going to do a brand deal unless he definitely loves something. So, yep, this is a long episode.
Yeah, I think we could go a lot longer, but we should probably wrap it up here because we have other things to do. Even though I love doing this and I could go for hours, we can't have a 3 hour long podcast episode. So, anyway, again, all we're really asking from you guys is, or recommending for you guys, is that you make investments in yourself. And this year around Christmas, you get people things that are going to improve their life. Don't get them stuff that they need. There's enough stuff out there in the world. Get things for yourself and other people that are going to help them become the best version of themselves. And if you want to make sure that you are becoming the best version of yourself, make sure you're subscribed to this podcast. And if you're loving it, real quick, go give us that 5-star rating on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, whatever you're doing. I know you've been meaning to. I know you love the show. We love hearing your feedback. You guys are very vocal about it with us, and we're very grateful. But we really need you guys to put in those ratings because that is what helps us grow the show, helps us do a better job for you guys. And if you want to find more of Michelle and her amazing holiday gift ideas, there's a lot going on her social media right now. So go check it out at Michelle JH. That's Michelle with 2 L's, then 4 E's, then a J, then an H. And you can follow me at Get Ahead with Nick. And I think that's all we got for today. We love you guys, and we'll see you next time.